I'm at way too many fans in a day. Snuck too many Zans on the way. Still be off the shits, but I made 20-something bands before we came. Still look at your mans like a stain. In 3D it's really.
Yo, what's good, man? So back with a new tutorial. I'm about to show y'all how I do my sync and my panning crop, mainly like how I do it for my client edits and stuff. Cause yeah, those always be getting love and shit. So I'm gonna kind of show how I edit those and sync those and shit. So song I'm gonna be using this time is 3D Outro by Lucky. And one thing before I get into this, I'm gonna show a little shortcut I be using to mark my beats and stuff. Markers. Yeah, add layer marker. I got this on 1, so yeah, that's how I add markers on my layers. So this time I'm using a point guard clip where he kills him right here, then he greens it and stuff. That. Then I'm gonna use a lock clip where he gets a right here he gets a steal, then turn around, he's gonna shoot, green. And then just because I'm gonna show you guys how to sync a block. There is more to this clip, but I'm not really gonna get into all that because you would technically edit this the same way that you edit the steal clip. But yeah, I'm gonna just show you how to do the block. But yeah, those are the 3 clips I'm gonna use. And let me mark the song real quick. Also, if you're gonna have an intro, leave a bit of the beginning of the song. Also, to move it like this, press the bracket and it'll just move it right to where your, what is this, like your arrow thing called? I don't know what it is honestly, but whatever that's called. I'm gonna just leave it at that. I think that's enough. Yeah, once I mark the song, this is what I like to do, but you can do whatever you want to do. What I like to do, I like to mark the main parts of the clips just so I know where everything's at and like I know how to like move stuff around. So in this clip, pretty much I would mark where he kills him. So right here, right when I see that like ball bounce right here, right when I see the ball bounce, I'll mark it because that's one main part of the clip where he jumps. And then the next main part of the clip is when he shoots it. So right after he lets it go, I would mark that. Come over here, mark that right when it goes into the net. And in these 2 cases, I don't know why they do it like this, but there's a pause before the like court turns around. So I would have marked the point right when the court starts turning around. So like, boom, like right when you see it move, just mark that. That's another beat right there. That's another main part, because we're gonna want this right here. We're gonna want that spin around. So you're gonna want to keep that. And now let me mark the lock clip. Alright, so on these clips, the moment you see this little like circle thing under him go away, that's when you know the ball is loose. So look, it's gonna disappear. Boom, right when you see it disappear, that's when the ball becomes loose. So I just mark it right there. So ball comes loose, gets it, so right when he lets it go. Also, if you want to move like 1 frame forward and backwards, it's a PG up to go backwards, and then PG DN to go forward 1 frame. So you're gonna want to keep that in mind. So yeah, right when he lets it go, mark that. And then same as last clip, right when it hits the net, mark it. Right when the screen starts turning, go a few frames, mark it. Boom. Now the block clip, let's go find the block. Boom, right here. And you can see it again right here. Look, right when he gets the block, the little circle thing goes away, and his name goes away as well. So mark that. And then this clip, since I'm only showing the block, I'm gonna just delete the rest. I guess I'll leave it till there. Probably not gonna go all the way to that point, but I'm gonna just cut it there. And yeah, now what I like to do, well, all the clips are highlighted. All the clips highlighted. Control Alt T for time remap. And then I just mark also press J to go backwards, like on these markers, and then K to go forward on the markers. So when your thing is on top of one of the markers, press on the time remap for that clip. And also, since we cut this one short, it's not gonna have a keyframe here. So go to the end, add a keyframe yourself, and you can delete this one at the end. So now let's go to this clip, press K, until all of them are marked. And I'll explain why I do that, but in a bit. But yeah, so this one, K, boom, got all of them marked. So now all our main points are pretty much marked. So now we know where the main like parts of each clip happens. So let's go ahead and I like putting all my unused clips below my audio, just so I know what clips are used and which ones aren't. So first, I'm gonna just do the guard clip. So what I like to do, I like to play the song and then figure out where I want him to like do the main part, which is I'd say the first main part is him jumping right here, and the second main part is him shooting. So I guess I'm gonna find a good part for the part where he jumps right here. Let me see.
I'm at way too many fans in a day.
I think day right here would be fire. Fans in a day, and then like speed up into a shot right here.
Not too many zans.
And then on this clap, you see I forgot to mark it, but on this clap, that's when the chord will spin. So yeah, so now you see, since I have it marked, I could just move it right here because I already know, I already know where the main part of the clip happens, so I can just drag it. And you don't need any of this. I mean, this is how I sync. I personally don't really sync a bunch of the dribbling because I just let them run around the court, because a lot of the time clients want to see themselves dribble in their edits, so they want to see themselves dribble and stuff. So I don't really like to mess with that, because then they might be like, damn, he didn't show me dribbling and shit. So yeah, I usually like to just show them dribbling, just so you can see the full clip, I guess. So yeah,
I'm at way too many fans in a day.
So in a day, so right here, I would probably, so right when he gets past him right here, you see how his feet like kind of go behind him. You see, I used this clip before and I made him disappear. So this is good, like I guess if you're doing that disappear thing too, is make sure he's not really, this guy isn't really being blocked. Because you see, like if I stop it right here, he's gonna be like, his feet are blocked, so it's gonna be a little weird. So I would say go, honestly, like that right there, because this one he's still a little like connected with him. So I would say go right here until like he's completely by himself. So mark that. Boom. So we're gonna have it slow down in the middle right here. So we're gonna speed up right here, like in this very beginning part. Then it's gonna slow down here. And then we're pretty much just gonna speed up to the shot. So boom, he's gonna shoot it.
Not too many zans.
So yeah, I'm gonna do it on that clap. So this first one right here is when the ball first goes in the net. You're gonna want that. And then this one right here is when it starts spinning. You're gonna want that as well.
Too many zans.
So boom, you find where you want it to spin. This is where the chord's gonna start spinning. You go back one frame, put this where the ball first goes in the net. Boom, and then right here on the main beat, you drag this one where the chord starts spinning. Boom, like that. And then after so many client edits, you kind of learn like the distance between like the beginning of the chord spin to the end of the chord spin. And it's about 1 second. It takes about 1 second for the chord to spin. So if we're gonna have it end here, copy this keyframe right here of the chord like barely starting to spin. Control C, and then Control V. My Control V is different, but yeah, Control V it'll put it here. So Control V, and then you wanna Control Shift D, cut that. And then I don't really like seeing these extra like markers and stuff, so I usually delete them. You can hold Alt and then press on them. Once the little scissors thing pops up, you could click it and then it'll delete. And I don't like these extra keyframes actually, so I'll delete that too. So once you have this is when the chord first starts to spin. Press this, your little time right here, and then press the up arrow, and it's gonna put it up 1 second. Yeah, that should be the exact amount of time that it takes for the chord to spin. So yeah, just copy this one, put it there, and then up it by 1 second exactly, and you'll be fine. So that's the first clip, pretty much like set up. Now I guess I'll graph it. I usually don't graph any of my time remap until I'm like completely done setting up all my clips, but I'll graph it right here since it's a tutorial, I guess. So I don't like seeing this, honestly. I might have to delete that. Hold on, I have to get that up out of here. Delete that. I don't like having extra like stuff in my graph. But yeah, so we're gonna show them dribbling. So we're gonna want to have this linear. Boom, you can hold shift and then just drag it all the way. And usually on this one, I like to put it a little bit down, like that, and like that solid. And then boom. So yeah, so once you have that, it's linear. Boom. Okay, so something about this right here, I think, what is the name for this? Pretty sure it's called like maybe like a 3-point graph. I think that's what it's called. I would suggest you do it this way, because other ways people can do it is do it like this, like do it like this, but you don't really have much control when you do it like this. So you're gonna want something, you see, because now he's all the way over here. That's not really what I want. In reality, I want him to be like right there. So you could place like where your slowdown is gonna happen. You could change like the time of like what's gonna be right there. So yeah, it just gives you more control having this one in the middle. So yeah, make sure you have that when you're doing like this kind of sync, like left one up, right one down. That's what I call it, because left one goes up and then the right one goes down. Left one up, right one down. That's what I call it. But yeah, put that middle one in there so you could have like the exact spot that you want like the clip to kind of slow down at. So yeah, then it's just gonna slow down there. Also, one thing, make sure you enable frame blending, this button right here, to make your stuff smooth. Pretty much, kind of like, I think like Twixtor does it, but I don't use Twixtor, so just use frame blending, and then this will pop up. I would say as you're syncing and stuff, disable this, because it is a little, it does make your PC kind of lag a little bit. So I would say disable that while you're syncing, and really only enable that when you're like, when you render, because I mean, obviously you're gonna want it when you render. So this is how that's gonna look right now. Let me see. So linear, and then it's gonna speed up, slow down in the middle right here. This is where it's gonna slow down, and then it's gonna speed up again into the shot.
I'm at way too many fans in a day. It's not too many.
So yeah, you see how it slowed down? That was kind of cool, I guess. That's all right. And also, if you want this to be like sharper, if you think it wasn't sharp enough, you can move this and stuff. I think it was fine, honestly. I would leave it if it was just me. But if you want to make it sharper, like the closer these are to each other, the sharper is gonna be, kinda. I don't really know how to really explain like how to make your stuff sharp, but I mean that's kind of what it looks like to me, honestly. Now that I think about it, the closer these are together, the sharper it'll be. And like the straighter like this part is right here in the middle, it's gonna slow down a lot. If you have this super straight right here in the middle, if you have it like this, it's gonna like super slow down in the middle, and that's when you're like really gonna need frame blending and stuff. You see, like that's a little too sharp. I don't really like that, so obviously I'm gonna fix it, because you know I don't really want it that sharp. Obviously, I usually like having my stuff to be like a little smooth, kind of. So let me just fix it up a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. I don't think that really matches how it looked like before, but that's cool. So on this one, you could do this like 3-point sync again, but I feel like on the shots and stuff, it's not really necessary. I would say on dunks, sometimes it would be necessary, but we're doing a shot right now. I think, damn, I might have to add a dunk clip in here so I can show how to sync dunks, but I'll worry about that later. For now, we'll do this. So yeah, shot. So on the shot ones, I do the left one up, right one down. So left one up, this one right here. This is the left one right here. And then right one down. This is the right one right here. Right one down. So if you really look at it, both of these are the exact same. These two right here, these are the exact same. One of them just has something in the middle to like give you more control, because I wanted him here, so it like gives me, I have more control over that. But on this one, it kind of just does it for me. But you don't really need that much control on like a shooting clip. You kind of just let it do what it does when you go left one up, right one down. So yeah, so the way this is gonna go is gonna be linear. So it's gonna be playing regular like speed until boom, he does the animation, like he jumps, and then it's gonna slow down right here in the middle. It's gonna speed up right here, and it's gonna slow down in the middle again, and then speed up into the court turning around. So boom's gonna speed up like that. So let's see. Make sure you save too. Always save, Control S.
I'm at way too many fans in a day. It's not too many Zans on a.
Honestly, that was kind of sharp, I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, go ahead, reduce that. Sometimes I move this a little bit to the right. It doesn't always have to be straight like this. You can move it a little bit to the right. And then like as you're moving the graph, I would say be in the middle and then kind of like look at it. I think that's fine right there. That might be better.
Not too many Zans.
Yeah, kind of like that better. That's fine. So yeah, that's those things done so far. So now we gotta the court turnaround. Now we gotta do this. So you really, with the court turnaround, you could really just move the left one up and then you could like move the right one all the way to the right, like that.
Not too many Zans on the way.
Yeah, and that's really fine for the most part. I guess if you, I don't know, you really don't have to go too crazy with this last part. It's really basic. You left one up and then just leave the other one all the way at the right. But so yeah, sometimes clients kind of cut clips kind of weird. So let's say the client only let the clip get up to like right here, right? See, when they do this, you can't really just do the left one up and then leave that one, because it's gonna like, it'll look weird. Look.
It's not too many Zans on the way.
I don't know, you see how slow that was? You see, if it's like that and like the cord, if the cord doesn't spin around as fast as you like want it to, I would say then you might need to make this sharper. So you might need to bring that one in and like fix that up. Like if you don't want it to spin around that slow, because if it does do that, you will get a lot of frame blending issues and it will look super weird. It will warp like shit. So you don't want that. So in those situations, yes, you will need to mess around with this right one and just bring it closer to this left one.
It's not too many Zans on the way.
See, that kind of fixes it up. And then with frame blending, I shit my lag, I'm not gonna lie, but it should look better.
It's not too many Zans on, not too many Zans on the way.
I'm not hearing that shit. Alright, yeah.
It's not too many Zans on the way.
You see, that kind of fixes the issue. Like that little like you'll notice, like if you turn it off, you'll see how choppy. You see it's hella choppy. You don't want that. So yeah, frame blending, you need that. But I'm gonna fix this though, because this client cut the clip right. W client. I'm gonna fix that because I don't want my shit looking like that. So shit. Fix that. Come here. And then boom. And also if you're okay, yeah, if it spins too fast, you could obviously reduce the time in this one, and then like it'll spin slower, I guess. So yeah, but yeah, overall that's fine. That's how you do a guard clip, I guess.
I'm at way too many fans in a day. It's not too many Zans on the way.
Yeah, and I wanted a little sharper, not gonna lie, so maybe bring that shit like right there.
Too many Zans on the way.
That's solid. Alright, that's how you do a guard clip right there. So let me see. Alright, this is a lot clip. Alright, so I already got the parts marked out. So steel, and then I got the shot right here. Alright, so let's just find where I want the steel to happen pretty much.
Still be off the shiz, but
I think this is a good spot. Boom. It's a good beat to do it on. So boom, you just drag it. I know that's where the steel happens, so I just drag it. Boom. And then cut it here with the to cut it like that, hold Alt and then bracket, the left bracket, the one next to P, and then it'll cut it right there. And then put your always make sure you press this right here. And yeah, let me move this because I don't want this keyframe. So boom. So we got it like that.
still be off the shiz, but I made 20.
Okay, so now lock clips, they're a little bit different. So the cord's gonna spin because, you know, it gets the steel, so it's gonna spin. So this is how you do that, or this is how I do that personally.
But I made 20.
So we're gonna use this 3-point sync again. This 3-point sync, we're gonna use it again here. So usually on the beat that I want the cord to turn around from the steel, I go about like 6 to 7. That's a pretty good amount. Maybe it depends on like the range. It depends like you know, the distance between this beat and this beat. If it's like really long, I'll go like 7 or maybe a little more depending on like, you know, how long like the distance is between these two beats. If it's really close, I might go 6 to 4, but yeah, there's really two ways to do it, but I'm gonna show one way and then I could show another way, I guess. So here's one way. This is the 3-point sync way. So boom, we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You see right here, this is a little too close to this right one, so I'm gonna go like 2 more. 1, 2, that looks fine. So I like to copy and paste this one right here. Boom. So I'm gonna copy it and then I'm gonna get to the point where I want it to slow down. So I want it to slow down, I'd say probably right there, like right when he's about to pick it up. And then I'll go to this keyframe right here, this marker, and I'll go 1 frame back. Kind of like how I do the core spin. It works just the exact same way, kind of. Actually, not the exact same way, but you'll see. So yeah, one frame before this beat, I would turn around so that the chord's like halfway right here, and then go to the beat, and then right here, I know he's gonna shoot, so I'll get him coming up for the shot. So boom.
But I made 20 some bands.
I'll go where he says bands. You see, sometimes I don't be marking shit because you know, I don't think I'm gonna use that point of the song when I sync. So sometimes I don't mark it, but now I need to mark it. Also, I would highly advise you sync to, don't only sync to the beat, don't only sync to the, you know, don't only sync to the beat and the claps or whatever. Hi-hats, I don't really know what they're called, to be honest. Claps, hi-hats, I don't know. Don't only sync to those. Make sure you include lyrics in there too, because, you know, you want to mix it up because then it'll get very repetitive. So you want to sync to lyrics as well. And also, don't be afraid to skip beats. You see, I know some people always want to sync on beats, and like this is a beat right here. And they'll probably be like, all right, that's a beat, so I need to sync right there. You don't need to sync right there. You could skip that, it's fine. Instead of syncing on that beat, because it'll be really fast. If you just switch here and then boom, he shoots, it's gonna be really fast. Honestly, clients don't like it, and that's mainly the reason I don't do it. So yeah, you could skip beats. Don't be afraid to skip beats. So I'm gonna sync on here. So I already know where the shot is at, so I can just move the shot. Yeah, that's fine. I can move the shot. I was gonna do the 3-point sync, but I don't really feel like doing that right now. So I'm gonna just do this. So that's the shot. And it's gonna spin here on the clap. So boom. Bring this. This is when the ball first goes in the net. Put it 1 frame back, and then bring the one where it starts spinning. And then I want it to end right here, so I'm gonna go 1 frame back. It really doesn't matter on this one if you go 1 frame back or keep it on the beat. It really doesn't matter. But take this one and then press it, and then up 1. It puts it up by 1 second. You see, sometimes it'll go too far. You see, like realistically, I would probably leave it until he gets like right here, cause yeah, I don't know, cause you'll see. But yeah, I wanted to stop the sync right here instead of all the way over here. You see, it goes too far. I don't like that. So I'm just gonna get the point where I want, and then I'm gonna move it. So boom, that fixes that problem. Go ahead, Control-Shift-D, delete that. Delete these extra ones. Everyone delete it. All right, so this is the raw sync. No easy ease or nothing. So it's gonna be linear. Then I'm gonna have it speed up, slow down here, and then speed up into the shot. Or not into the shot, but you know, when he's going for the shot, and then he shoots it and then it spins. So yeah, so F9 to easy ease. So we're gonna do the same thing as last clip. Hold this one, hold shift, move to the right. Hold this one, hold shift, move to the right. Yes, I'm gonna sit right on this one, move it to the left. So yeah. Also, I like to make my graph bigger just so you can be more precise with like your graphs, I guess. You could press the it's the one next to one. It's like the little squiggly line and shit under escape. Press that while you're hovering over the you know, graph editor. Boom. And you can zoom in with plus and minus. So zoom in, bring it down a little bit, not too much obviously, only a little bit. I mean, it probably doesn't really make a big difference even doing that, but I like doing that. I don't know why. It's whatever. So you bring this up just like how I did that one part where he made him jump. Pretty much the same thing. Really, syncing on 2K is super easy. I'm not gonna lie, it's super easy. It's not really that hard. It doesn't require much effort, if I'm being real. So boom, have it like that. This graph right here shows there's gonna speed up right here, slow down in the middle, speed up at the end. Alright, so that's a little weird. Let me fix that. Let me pull this down and move this a little bit. That's fine, whatever. Alright, boom, you got that. And then really after this, or on these two could really be the exact same graph. Can I do this? I'm not gonna do that. It's probably not gonna work. But yeah, so now you can do left one up, right one down. So bring the left one up, bring the right one down. I'm not even gonna look at it yet. Bring the left one up. So this, I like, on the shot one, I don't like having it straight up. I like having it a little bit, like, you know, slanted or whatever. And then this one could be straight down. Maybe fix that a little bit. Maybe like that. So just like the last clip, left one up, right one down.
Off the shits, but I made 20 some bands before we came.
It's not the best thing. You see, this is where I want the 3-point thing to come in, because I want him like right here. I want him to already have the ball above his head and stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So add a keyframe here. You don't need to press that button. You can just change the time and it'll add it for you. I want him to kind of be already at the top of his shot, right there in the middle. This might not look good. Hold on, let me move it down a little bit. I guess I'm over here. Put this a little bit sharper. So you know the sync is all messed up. Get that a little sharper. Drag this up. That looks like it's gonna be bad. Not gonna lie. All right, have it right here. That's fine. Yeah, that might work.
The shits, but I made 20-some bands before we came.
Yep, that's fine. I'll take that. It doesn't matter. And then move this one to the right. Move this one straight up. Boom. Also, make sure your thing is always kind of going up, and it never goes. Make sure your thing never goes like this. You see how like right here starts going down? Never do that. It's gonna look bad. So kind of have the max right here. Try to have it this little part right here. Make sure it never goes higher than like this square all the way on the right. Kind of keep it like at the same level. And then as you'll see, like the sync, it never starts going back down. You always want this line to be moving up or straight. You never want it to start going down, because when it starts going down, this one's gonna reverse. So let's see this.
Still be off the shits, but I made 20-some bands before we came. Still.
Alright, I can probably make it a little bit sharper. Oh, I'll just drag this one on the right a little more. Maybe like that.
Before we came. Still.
Yeah, solid. Now let's look at it with frame blending. I'm gonna have to mute the audio because this shit's gonna sound ass. Let me wait for this. You see some shit. Let's see. Let me some goddamn water. Alright, let's see.
Still be off the shits, but I made 20-some bands before we came. Still.
Yeah, that looks fine. I'll take it. So yeah, that's how you sync a steal into a shot. And really it works the same way. You could kind of, the way this is, like imagine if this was a dunk, right? This is how you would have it at a dunk, but instead you'll have the court spin like around right here. On the dunk, so let's imagine this guy is doing a dunk. You'll want to, at this middle part, you'll want to have it like if he's doing, let's say like a cock back. When the ball gets like the first, I'm kind of lost. I don't know how to explain this shit. I'm gonna sound dumb. Let me think. I'm just gonna get a dunk clip later. I'm not even gonna for that. Let me worry about that shit later. All right, get this block clip. Back to the edit. Block clip. Right? There's literally only one point. When clients send these, which is where just one thing happens, I like to call it oneers. This is a oneer clip right here. It's a oneer because only one thing happens in the clip. Those are my favorite clips because they're the fastest to sync. Alright, so I'm not even gonna listen to the song, but I would probably have him block it there.
Look at your mask like ass. Look at your mask.
Yep, that works. I already knew it. Alright, so boom, cut it, delete this, I don't want that.
Look at your mask like a stain in 3D.
Damn, this is wrong.
Mask like a stain. Look at your mask like a stain. Mask like a stain.
You know what? I really wouldn't do this in the edit, or I wouldn't, if I was using this song, I wouldn't have a switch here. But I don't feel like redoing this, so I'm gonna just make it switch here, whatever. Alright. Boom. Oh shit. Extend this clip to this beat. Drag this, I guess. Obviously, I'm not gonna have the ball come all the way over here because that's gonna look stupid in the edit. So let's just have the ball be in midair. Also turn off frame blending. I forgot. Turn off frame blending and save. I don't think I've saved in a while. So make sure you save and turn off frame blending while you're doing this. I'm probably gonna have the ball be midair. Kind of like that. Like before his animation ends, like this guy over here, or his player, before the animation, you see his animation kind of ends right here where he starts spinning. I would say have it until there. Right there. That's fine. Ball's still in the air. His animation's still going. I'll have it there. So yeah, select them, F9, boom. I'll have this linear, and then move that down a little bit, and then this one's kind of like when the chord turns around, left one up, right one all the way to the side, and
like a stain.
Yeah, that works, I guess.
Still look at your mask like a stain.
I should probably have it. I should probably have the clip in here, but I don't really care. So yeah.
Look at your mask like a stain.
So yeah, that's a guard clip. That's a lock clip. That's a block clip. Also, oh yeah, I was gonna explain how to do this another way. Look, so this is how you do this another way. Just paste the clip. If you don't want to have this part, you could have two versions where you have this part where the cord like starts spinning and stuff, or you could have one version where it just completely cuts to this. So the way to do that would be kind of like how I just did the block. Have it like that, and then have this one like that, and then move this over here. Boom.
Still be off the shits, but I made 20 something.
Yep, that's how you could do that right there. So there's two ways to really do this deal. Two ways to do that. And there's also, let me see, I should probably sync. I mean, I already synced some dribbling if I'm being honest, but I'm not gonna explain it. But the moment he gets into a move, like let's say if I want to sync this, like him going into that. So yeah, do dribbling. I guess you would do like left one up, right one down as well. Left one up, right one down. That one you're gonna use the most.
I'm at way too many fans in a day. Snuck.
Yeah, that doesn't look good, but that's kind of how editing dribbling works. If it only doesn't look good because of how separated these beats are. If they were closer, that would honestly work.
I'm at way too many fans in a day. Snuck too many Zans on a.
Yeah, that works, honestly. Would I have it like that? No. So let me delete this shit and put it back to normal. But I guess that's how you could do dribbling. This is how the sync looks with the music.
I'm at way too many fans in a day. Snuck too many Zans on the way. Still be off the shits, but I made 20 something bands before we came. Still look at your mask like a stain.
Alright, that looked okay. I guess it really wasn't that crazy if I'm being real, but that's how you sync. It was warping a bit. I did notice that it was warping. But warps happen. If they happen, tough luck. Can't fix it. Just leave it. Won't matter in the end because you'll have effects over it, so it really won't be that noticeable unless someone is just pixel peeking like shit. But yeah, that's the sync. I guess now we can move on to panic crop. The easiest part about everything. What I like to do, I usually render my sync. I sync and then I panic crop. That's how I like doing my thing, and I render my sync with frame blending, so I don't have to go through this struggle of having to pre-render for like an hour just to watch some sync. I'm not gonna do that this time, so I'm gonna just turn off frame blending for now. So really what I do, press S on the clip to bring up scale, mark that, P to bring up position, mark that, right click it, and then separate dimensions, and then press U. So highlight them, and what I like to do, I just put my panic crop on every single beat like this. Like I press K and then Control V. J and then Control V, J and then Control V, or K and then Control V, K and then Control V. So just put it on every beat, because yeah, just do that. I mean, that's how I do it. You don't have to do it like that, obviously, but that's how I do it. So clip's gonna come in.
I'm at way too.
So I'm probably gonna have it start at 200. This is what I do for my pumps. My pumps, I put them at 200, and then
I'm at way too.
And then this right here, I'm gonna have it zoom
Too
in.
many fans.
And then a new beat where I want it to zoom out.
Fans in a day.
So where he says fans, I'm gonna have a zoom out there. So yeah, let's go to like 110 for a little zoom in, and then for a zoom out,
Fans in a.
I'm just gonna delete that. So it's gonna pretty much pump,
I'm at way too many fans in
zoom
a day.
out, and then gonna zoom in here. You can leave this one here, because what I like to do, I zoom it in, and then it's gonna kind of like zoom out and then zoom back in. So this is how you do that. So I'm gonna zoom it in to show the kill. Put it on him, I guess. And then you could leave this one right here, because it's gonna zoom back out and then go back in. And then right here, so this is where the court spins. So you really don't need these two right here. You don't need those two. Also on this one, you don't. Actually, no, you do need this one. You do need this one. Because on this one, this is where you're gonna zoom into the player doing whatever animation he's doing, his jump shot landing, I guess. I mean, this game kind of ruined jump shot landings on clips, but that's fine. Zoom into him. Yeah, and then yeah, on my screen, on my court turnaround, I have it pump, so I'm gonna do another pump, so 200. This is how it looks default. It's gonna pump, zoom in slightly, zoom back out slightly, and then zoom into him, zoom out, and then zoom back in, and then zoom out the pump. So yeah, now let's craft it, I guess. So yeah, right click, so select all of them, right click, make sure you have both positions and the scale selected. Save, and then go to graph editor. Right click right here. Usually you're going to be on edit value graph. You're going to want to switch it to edit speed graph. So boom, now the graphs kind of look different, but it's really nothing. We're going to go back to the regular one in a bit. So highlight all the squares. See these little squares, highlight all of them, and then with one line you just have to edit one of them. Press it and hold shift and drag it all the way left, and then drag this one all the way left, and we got that. So remember, we zoomed it in, but we wanted to like zoom out and then zoom back into him. So this is gonna look weird because you see it does that. We don't want it to zoom out right here, we want it to zoom out here. So we're just gonna drag this one to the right, bring this one to the right.
It's not too many Zans.
Nothing like that. And so yeah, that's
I'm at way too many fans in a day. It's not too many Zans on the way.
So boom, I don't like how this is so slow. I don't like that being that slow, that screen pump. I'm gonna fix that by doing that. Come out here, press on scale, go back in, right click. Now we're gonna wanna go back to edit value graph. And all our values that are set at 200 are gonna be these ones at the top. So I already know this one right here is 200 because this one is 200 and they're pretty much on the same level. So editing one of these is gonna edit the other one as well. And it's gonna be the exact same. So they're not gonna be slightly different or anything, it's gonna be the exact same. Whatever I do here, it does over there. So we're just gonna take this and drag it all the way down to make this pretty sharp. You're gonna want that sharp. And then now it's gonna be a sharp pump. So now we're gonna have a sharp pump, yeah.
I'm at way too many fans in a day. It's not too many Zans on the way.
That's how you do that sync for a guard. I mean, you could really do sync any way you want. Like instead of having it like zoom in slightly, you could have it zoom into the player and then maybe zoom back out and then zoom into here. Or like if you don't want it to zoom back out, you could leave it like this so that it stays zoomed in and then it zooms back in right there.
It's not too many.
You could have it like that, or you could like have this instead of having it like that, you could have it screen pump. Boom, like you can have it screen pump, and then this one would have to go back all the way out to 100, or reset these. This one will go back to 100, and then now the panic crop will look kind of different.
I'm at way too many fans in a day. It's not too many Zans on the way.
That's not exactly what I wanted, but like this, I guess. Like that. Leave that. Yeah. Boom. Actually, don't even do that. Drag that like this. Alright, now it's gonna look different.
I'm at way too many fans in a day. It's not too many Zans on the way.
So yeah, you could really do whatever you want with panic crop, but this is kind of how I do my panic crop. It's like it's mostly different. I don't know. It's mostly like not all the panic crop is the same. Obviously, you're gonna want to mix it up to your liking. Like if you want to show different parts of the clips, zoom in and show like if you really want to show him dribbling and stuff, you could zoom in way more. If you want, you could leave it zoomed out. You could do whatever you want. It's really up to you on what you want to do with your panic crop. I can't really tell you how to do it because everyone does the panic crop different, I guess. So do whatever you think will fit your edit, I guess. I also don't want my thing to look like this, so I'm gonna fix that honestly, because that's not how I would have done this clip. But as you've seen, there's different ways to do every single clip, so it's really up to you. You could just come up with it how you want to do your clips, and yeah, this I want to fix my clip. So yeah, there's different ways to do panic crop for that. I'm not gonna show different versions of panic crop. I'm gonna just do one for these two clips because yeah, it's really up to you how you want to do panic crop. And right now I'm just showing how I would do panic crop if I actually had to edit these clips. Yeah, I'm gonna just select these, paste it here, paste it here. I don't want to paste it on this one because I know I'm gonna do the same panic crop that I did, where it like zooms in and then zooms out and then zooms in. So yeah, I'm gonna have it zoom into the player here. I edit, so I don't know. I do hella client edit, so I kind of know how I would want my panic crop to look without really doing it. Like as I'm placing these keyframes, I kind of already know what I want. So yeah, eventually you might develop that. I don't know. It's gonna boom boom, and then boom. That's kind of, I don't know. That's just how I do my panic crop. I don't know. It's weird. I can't just explain what I'm thinking because I don't know how to explain it fully. But yeah, so it's gonna pump, zoom in, and then it's gonna do that same zoom out thing that I did in the other clip. Right here, I'm gonna have to zoom into him here. Also on this scale number, I usually never go over 200 because I don't want it to interfere with my screen pumps. It really doesn't matter. I mean, you could put it to 200 and do whatever you want. You know, that's just how I like. That's just me. I don't like going over 200. I always keep my regular zoom ins to under 200. It's gonna zoom out, and then we're gonna have another screen pump here on the port turnaround. Select everything, highlight it. We're already here. Select everything. I always drag them left first. Always drag them left. And then right here, I know I'm gonna do that one zoom in and then zoom out thing. I'm gonna select this, fix that, boom, and then see this how it looks.
Still be off the shits, but I made 20 some bands before we came. Still look.
So yeah, again, I want it sharper. So I'm just gonna select the scale, right click and go to value. Select all of these because all these are 200, or both these are 200. Bring them down, they're gonna be the exact same, so it doesn't matter.
Still be off the shits, but I made 20 some bands before we came.
Alright, so here's the situation with this. I want this to be sharper, but if I only edit the scale, the positioning is gonna be off. You see, the positioning is gonna be off. And the solution to that would be to edit both the positions and the scale together. But as you see, it looks super weird right here. There's no way you could do it. This is where I would suggest you get the plugin Flow, because you know you want Flow, or you want the Flow plugin to really adjust your graphs. See, because with Flow, you could edit all 3 graphs together at the same time, and they'll all have the same graph. So boom, so now it's gonna be sharper. And I didn't have to really edit the graph here. I edited it up here, and only because like trying to get these to match without Flow it just takes too much time. It's just faster with Flow. So yeah, if you could get Flow, I would highly recommend that. Honestly I use Flow for a lot of my sync and my panic crop, but actually not my panic crop. I always do my panic crop manually, but for my sync I use Flow. I would suggest you don't use Flow until you actually understand graphs, because it kind of like I don't know, it's just bad. I would say learn what graphs actually like do and what they mean, like what all these lines mean before you start using Flow, because it's just better to know. And I mean, since I would say I have a pretty good understanding of what like all these graphs mean. So yeah, I use Flow because, you know, I'm not about to recreate graphs that I already have in here, because, you know, it just takes too much time. It's just faster. So yeah, I wanted this to be sharper. I use Flow. Edit all 3 at the same time. Boom. That's the sync on that.
Still be off the shits, but I made 20 some bands before we came. Still look.
That's that. And then now, last clip, a block clip. And these are the easiest kind of clips because it's a oneer.
Still look at your man.
And then, so on this one, it's pretty easy. I already know what I'm gonna do. I already know how this is gonna look. So I'm gonna just place 3. All you need is 3. You know, there's boom. You're just gonna want those 3, honestly. And we're gonna have a screen pump at the start. You don't always have to do screen pump at the start. I just realized that on every single clip, it's been a screen pump at the start. It doesn't always have to be like that. But I mean, it looks pretty good. So like, I guess if you have to mix it up. I'll do this. So instead of having a screen pump at the very start of the clip, instead I'm gonna have it zoom in at the very start of the clip. So it's gonna zoom in to him running in for the block. I don't want that over 200, so let me put that down. So boom is gonna zoom in this time to him running in to get the block. That's actually a pretty good panic crop for blocks. Like zoom into them going up for the block, and then yeah, it'll zoom out on its own right here, because this one was already here. So you could pretty much just highlight these. And honestly, on this one, it doesn't need too much right. You could literally just select them, drag them, and the panic crop is done on that. And then I guess if you want that to be sharper, you would need to do the flow thing again. Bring this like that. Yep, that makes it sharper. And then this, I don't want that to immediately. I don't want it to zoom in that fast, so I'm just gonna Let's see, let me select this, and we'll just drag this to make it a little bit less sharp.
Look at your man.
A little bit less.
Look at your man's like a stain. I'm at way too many fans in a day.
So this is the pan and crop, or the sync and the pan and crop put together. Let me repair under it real quick. I'll be right back.
I'm at way too many fans in a day. Snuck too many Zans on the way. Still be off the shits, but I made 20 some bands before we came. Still look at your man's like a stain. I'm at way.
So yeah, that's how that looks. Honestly, for just rushing, honestly, this was very rushed. I'm not gonna lie. But for just rushing it, this really doesn't look that bad. Honestly, if I'm being honest, it doesn't look that bad. There's obviously some things I would fix, but this is just like the basic rundown of how I do my sync and my pan and crop for client edits. I will be doing. I'm gonna keep editing this because I'm gonna have 3 stages to this. So this is the first stage, and or not the first stage, the first part. This is part 1 of a 3-part like tutorial. This is the sync and pan and crop part. I'm gonna have 2 parts coming out soon, which is gonna be I'm gonna show you guys how to do shakes. I'm gonna add shakes to this. And I'm gonna also show you guys how to do a few effects. So that's gonna be part 2. So shakes and effects is gonna be part 2. I'm gonna show you guys how I do shakes and my effects on client edits. That's gonna be part 2. That's gonna come out soon. I honestly don't know when, but eventually. And then part 3, I'm gonna show you guys how to do sound effects and CC. So then you could finally deliver an edit. So I could, you guys could have a full edit. You guys are gonna have pan and crop, sync, effects, shakes. I mean, shakes are kind of effects, not gonna lie, but shakes play a big role. I'm not gonna lie, shakes do play a big role. Back then, I really didn't care about shakes until Prize. Until he told me, shakes, and he's true, he's right. Shakes really do matter. They make a big difference in your edits. If you have good shakes, honestly, you could drop an edit with just sync, pan and crop, and shakes, and that shit will be hard. Shakes play a big role, so I'm gonna try to make. I'm pretty ass at shakes, but I'm gonna try to show you guys what I know about shakes. Shit, I might have to get Prize on here, but I'm gonna try showing you guys how to do shakes, and then effects. I might do a player disappear. I already did player disappear on this clip, but I could probably do it again. It's really not that hard. I might show that on its own, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna have a part 2 and a part 3 coming out. I'm gonna have the project file to this. This right here is going to be in the description, and you can maybe even just off this you can mess around with like some of these values and kind of make it your own with my base. Like you can mess around with these values and just make it your own. That's going to be in the description. And yeah, I think that's about it. I think next tutorial I'm gonna drop though before part 2 is gonna be how to make a player disappear, because that was the second most voted thing on that one poll I made. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys how to make the player disappear, and then after that I'll probably drop part 2. And then after part 2, I'll probably drop the glowing eyes tutorial, plus the glowing ball tutorial, because I do the glowing ball a lot, not gonna lie. It's pretty overused in my client edits, but it's a cool effect, not gonna lie, it's a cool effect. I'm gonna try to do that after I drop part 2. And yeah, it was me and you guys, Frito. Check that description. I'm gonna have the project file in there with the clips as well. And yeah, it's me, your boy Frito, man. I'm gonna hit y'all with a tutorial soon again, and I'll see y'all. Peace out.